the fruits of those labors come out here. It's one of definitely his best wins he's gotten. And just to continue here and sitting in winners finals. You know, Cheeks isn't here to hold it down, but the Croy is still going. And we got Danbi Superhead here. But the classic swords versus Yoshi, and not his favorite matchup, to say the least.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could argue either way for this matchup, right? Like, on one hand, yeah, Yoshi can struggle with swords, and especially a sword that's more mobile that he's not able to just frustrate by getting out of the way of, right? That can definitely be a problem for him. But on the other hand, a problem that Pyra and Mythra is going to run into is definitely the fact that Yoshi can play a positional game really well. Oh, but in that situation, picking a poor one because Superhead gets the down air for a hot start.
Usually the egg is so safe because it just trades and then you hitbox it comes in, but Pyra down air not going to give a crap about your breakfast. You're going to the blast zone, sir.
No, it is an active move.
But yeah, but I think on the flip side, you know, Yoshi has some of the strongest edge guard in the game. You have a very active nair, a forward air that you just jet out there and take stock. So you can see some options called out from Danbi here, but not a great start at the moment.
Yeah, and that can definitely, you're talking about that forward air, really any of the edge guarding tools that Yoshi has can be very helpful against a character like Pyra Mythra, where that recovery is a really, really glaring weakness of the character. But, you know, Danbi hasn't been able to play the positional game well enough to force that. Great recognition there by Superhead to know after the whiff move. Many people will like to opt right into that shield. Danbi no different, but does catch that drift back into center stage. Yoshi's air-to-air game, even against a sword, still threatening.
Yeah, you saw Danbi not messing with the ledge grab there. He's like, I'm going to go high, use this egg, and you might call it out, but if I get the reverse on the egg, I can get it confirmed, and that's exactly what he did.
Oh my gosh, this character is insane.
Oh, but the trade there, the egg actually saving him. I wonder if that was on purpose. I doubt it. But
no, definitely not on purpose. But Danbi will thank his lucky stars that it worked out that way anyways. At the very least, he's got to find a way to get some percent on Danbi before he loses, or rather on Superhead before he loses the stock. But Danbi will be the first to drop it. And probably as expected, right? He was at 160 before he got him onto that next one.
And you saw Superhead how cautious he is. He went on that for a median upbeat, knowing Yoshi's very threatening in that position. But using the auto shield option, get a little chip damage with the back air, almost confirms. Excellent air dodge to get out of there.
Oh, Danbi has an opportunity, but he was a little bit late with that forward air.
Yeah, the egg's so menacing against those linear recoveries. You just don't have a lot of options out of it.
Ooh, good use of the nair, though, catching the drift back from Superhead. And the one place that I feel like he should have trouble, if not on recovering, I'm talking about Superhead here, is if he's going to land, right? That should be a problem for him. Danbi should have all the tools in the world, but right there, it's the grounded game that he's got covered. We go to last stock apiece here for game one.
Trying the B reverse, they're interrupted by the sword, and here's Superhead here. Trying to get the corner pressure, but Danbi just moving around, but here's the Pyra switch.
And now you got to be much more careful about where you're going to be tossing out those aerials. Pyra is very, very good at covering the air game, but a little bit weaker on the ground, so I'd like to see Danbi stick there, use those eggs right against the Pyra, and now against the Mythra, he can go back to that original game plan of harassing with Yoshi airs and that menacing drift.
You saw him switch to Pyra for a second, and then he was getting egg camped. He's like, I'm going to choose the better neutral character. I will be able to find something, but just switching around, kind of keeping Danbi on his toes. I mean, I think that's an effective strategy, but the down B, excellent combo breaker.
Ooh, up smash didn't connect, and Superhead again calling out Danbi, whiffing a big move and then going directly into the shield. It's a little bit safer against these characters because Pyra and Mythra don't have the kill throws, but it is free damage and positioning for Superhead nonetheless. And this is anybody's game at this point because one of those down tilts and up tilt from Danbi could lead into a killer move.
And that down air is such a good shield pressure tool on platforms. It even gets the up air poke, but still a little bit of an entry for Superhead. But man, in the corner here is Pyra.
You saw how much Danbi wanted to go up with that up air. Definitely would have gotten the stock, but he had to be wary of those aerials from Pyra, specifically that neutral air. We're going to see a back throw to put him back off stage. And I think that Superhead's just going to try and scout out that big double jump.
Okay. Oh, he wanted the A confirmed, but the reversal is going to do it instead.
Yeah. That's exactly what we saw in the last time that interaction happened, where Danbi was more careful of that falling Pyra aerial. That time he was a little bit too reckless, and Superhead did swing back.
Yeah, I mean, he saw the confirm work, earlier in one of the games. He's like, I think I can get this, steal the egg up air, and just like a dive bomb, Superhead came roaring down to get that reversal. Even Pyra's hitbox, not the best character disadvantage, but you still have to respect those hitbox, and the Pika's coming out right now.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a much tougher matchup for Pyra Mythra. I mean, you go off stage, Danbi should be able to kill you in this situation. This is, you know, this is what I'm talking about.
Wow. You're a prophet, Kimono. Who would have thought that Pikachu can edgeguard this character?
What? Pikachu edgeguarding?
No.
Not in my game.
Yeah, insane. I mean, but yeah, I mean, getting fruits of the counter pick already, you know, there's a definite lead here, and the loops are coming out. Danbi's got these?
Oh, yeah, this is actually kind of new to me because I know that Danbi's Pikachu has generally been like the least consistent of his 3 characters, the Yoshi, the Kirby, and the Pikachu. I just realized he plays all Smash 64 original characters. It's crazy.
Actually, that is actually insane. That's a good point.
But, I mean, yeah, the Pikachu definitely had, you know, did what he needed it to do, right? He was an opportunist, and twice now the game plan has just been put this character off stage, hit them hard, and I'll get the stock. And now, oh my goodness, this could be a quick 3-stock from Danbi if SUPERHEAD does not get it together. He doesn't have a jump. SUPERHEAD is dead.
Donner is just so active.
No, he jump?
Oh
my God!
He texted it, but he's dead. Yeah.
So 1 minute and 10 seconds. Danbi doesn't even need to count to 100 before that game is over. The Pikachu looked like it is going to forcibly eject SUPERHEAD onto the Pokemon trainer, if I had to guess.
And that's another
Personally.
and that's another strong thing about being a counter picker, because FD very, very strong.
Oh, Game & Watch. That's a good point.
Oh, I guess
I forgot that SUPERHEAD had the Game & Watch. I forbore.
Oh, it's coming out.
Yes. So, I believe that SUPERHEAD has used this against Oryx a few times, against his Peach.
Okay.
And up against the Pikachu, this is famously one of the few matchups that ESAM will admit Pikachu loses.
Yeah, and it's
if
funny.
ESAM says Pikachu loses the matchup, Pikachu loses the matchup.
He's a quote-unquote optimist, so I would agree. And it's funny, now that I think about it, my Drago, my former Austin mate, actually got hit with the SUPERHEAD Game & Watch and took an L. So, man, I mean, I think the winning record on this character, you guys know better than me, but probably pretty high when he brings it out.
You know, I mean, it's a very specific use case that he has for this character, so that would portend good things, but Pikachu is still a character with, I mean, so many tools, and he's still able to challenge Game & Watch when he's in the air and off stage. Yeah, Danbi able to pick up a stock just like he did against the Pyra and Mithra.
Just getting a little lazy at the left. You pretty much never have to directionally air dodge this Game & Watch. I mean, definitely not an option you want to give the opponent just some free edge guard. Definitely regretting that decision right now, and the damage is just pouring on for Danbi here.
And look at the drift that Danbi had after that Thunder, too, to get out of the way of the Game & Watch. And SUPERHEAD not able to follow up, hasn't been able to get any big damage either. Like, we haven't seen any setups for big combos. This should be a situation where, no, he actually tosses him off stage, which is a situation where Pikachu really doesn't mind being. And I feel like we need to see much more of a focus on trying to play that on-stage game from SUPERHEAD if he's going to make this Game & Watch work.
Yeah, tries to get the nair there. Oh, he knew the quick attack was coming, but just couldn't quite get the timing. That would have been a raw call out if he landed it. No jump here, but it's Pikachu. He's fine.
Pikachu will find a way to make it back, but Danbi will catch the chair. And SUPERHEAD just definitely keeping him on lockdown there at the ledge that time. Knew that the quick attack off ledge was something that Danbi was doing a lot, and the chair is one way to counter that. And now, hopefully, those juggles will come out from SUPERHEAD if he wants to make this Game & Watch work. This damage needs to rack up quick.
SUPERHEAD definitely slowing the game down. It was a very fast pace that Danbi said, and it definitely favored him. But SUPERHEAD's like, let me slow this down. Let me get these upbeats. Let me get these nairs going. And see this bait and punish game from SUPERHEAD just coming into effect.
Yeah, specifically bait and punish with that up B out of shield. I like that he's not hyper-focusing on it. It wasn't something that he was doing enough, but now I'm seeing that he's saving it for percents where he's actually going to be able to find something after the up B, because that is something that is tough to challenge from Game & Watch, and very, very big part of his game plan if you've ever watched Meister, but it's SUPERHEAD right now. He's got the Pikachu at the 108% mark, which means that there's a lot of stuff the Game & Watch can do to kill the rat.
And we saw that effectiveness of the dash attack on the 2-frame, especially against even Pichu. And the chair coming in again, that knockback on that move is actually underrated. Like, you saw, I mean, Pikachu's light, but that move definitely kills early-ish.
Yeah.
For what it looks like a little chair, like, just sends you flying.
I mean, it certainly is one. But man, I mean, that's a great turnaround there from SUPERHEAD to, again, like, be an opportunist. Now he's getting more damage.
Oh my god, that was scary.
Yeah.
Speaking of Meister, that's something he does a few times in his day.
Yeah. But, you know, you were talking about how you want Aang and Nick All-Stars Brawl. We're not going to see the Avatar state here.
Yeah, we'll see. I wouldn't put it against SUPERHEAD. He seems like quite the opportunist himself.
But now at 120%, I mean, it's only going to take one aerial from Danbi, but falling out of the forward air, this is like every other Smash game.
Yeah.
Where the forward air doesn't work.
Yeah, that's a classic closer for Pika here. 1 stocks to 1. We'll see if Danny can choose his opening here because the last 2 stocks, neutral hasn't been kind to him.
And wasn't even able to convert off of the quick attack. That's usually so free for Pikachu, but up B out of shield from Superhead is, like I said, just such an integral part to this character's game plan, and especially against Pikachu, where so many things can be safe on shield. Not so against the up B out of shield, but now stuck at the ledge. All of a sudden, Superhead's the one in danger.
Yeah, the pressure from Danbi here. You know, the F smash almost caught him. That could have been trouble. Upper stage, but that narrow. Look at that hitbox just eat Pika alive.
It's large and in charge.
Quick attack to get him out of there.
And I like Danbi's willingness to give up a lot of stage against the Game & Watch just to get away from the threat zone. It's a smart way to play the matchup.
The chair again? The trifecta? Dash attack here? But oh, the thunder. You hate when you're ledge trapping Pika. That always catches you to give him that free opportunity.
But this is going to be a back throw to get the Game & Watch back off stage. This is anybody's game right now.
Oh, the back air!
No, he killed himself. Oh! No, he killed himself. He fast fell. I knew the moment that he went down with that back air and he fast fell that he was going to be the first one to die. You cannot go deep enough with that back air that you're going to die before your opponent does, unless it is last off.
And it's like the siren's call when edgeguarding Game & Watch. Sometimes you just know contesting it is so difficult. But sometimes you're like, I'm Pikachu, I have to go for this. And he did, he got the hit, but it's so hard to control yourself deep in the blast zone. It's just not going to work out for you.
Yeah, if there was a way to hit that back air without fast falling, then it would have been the perfect way for it to work out. But unfortunately for Danbi, just did not space it in the correct way. So the Pikachu not able to get the win against the Game & Watch, and knowing that that's a disadvantageous matchup for him, he goes to the Yoshi to take on Superhead's Game & Watch. And we'll see how that one plays out, because I personally still think that Game & Watch does great in this matchup.
I think he does, but one thing you saw there, usually Game & Watch's juggles so oppressive early percents. Double jump armor going to get him out of there, but he gets out of those situations, but there's a lot he has to deal with, especially when he's up and close in Game & Watch, because up B out of shield pretty lethal against Yoshi's average spacing tools at best. Like you saw there, try to get the backer, but you can't really use that backer like facing away. It's a very committal move against Game & Watch.
I mean, it's the first thing that I think of when I'm thinking about who wins this matchup is that, well, Yoshi loves to abuse that aerial drift to cross people up and put a lot of pressure on them, but Game & Watch absolutely does not care about that whatsoever. However, Danbi is giving Superhead the mix with these neutral Bs. Oh!
Almost covered that. He almost knew he'd go for it, but just didn't pull the trigger.
Yeah. And both of these guys trying to be the first one to get that stock. Superhead getting tons of damage with those up airs. Not enough to let that forward tilt kill across the stage. Yoshi's a heavy boy. Yeah. He's a very heavy boy.
With that drift from Yoshi, even with all that advantage state the Super just put on, just lightly drifted back there.
Down throw? Okay, forward throw. Yeah, down throw's probably not going to kill just yet. Usually don't want to get that far as a Game & Watch, but now with all this rage, Superhead on the ledge is maybe the one in danger to lose that first stock, and he will be. That second hit of the back air into the up air. Yeah, Superhead's like, all right, you got it, but that's so dumb. Like,
I saw the bear. I've seen the bear 1 confirms, but the bear 2, definitely a new one for me.
A new one. Oh my god, damage.
Yeah. And that's a day 1 from Yoshi. You have to buffer an air dodge out of the egg wave. If you don't, that's going to be a down air, and that's going to be 50% starting out. Definitely a knowledge check. That Yoshi has a lot of those, to say the least.
Oh my god, look at the forward air to try and... You won't be able to 2-frame the Game & Watch if he's coming from above. There are no 2-frames if somebody grabs the ledge from above. Oh my god. I don't even care about 2-frames right now. I'm just terrified.
Yeah, okay. But, you know, we've seen what Game & Watch can pull off from the ledge. If he gets that nair, if he gets that starting up air, definitely get good percent. You know, the grab will not going to net him the kill, but needs that stage positioning.
Yeah, this feels like a tough... the tough part of this matchup for Game & Watch is juggling the Yoshi sometimes, right? Because he's very good at escaping it. That's where Game & Watch builds up damage, but Danbi has been so reliable that he's able to get that back air to kill. Once again, it's just getting juggled by Game & Watch is just so annoying.
Yeah.
Ah, it's too windy.
Yeah,
Let me leave.
Normally, 95% of characters just have to eat that from Game & Watch, but Yoshi just has that privilege, able to get out of those spots.
Now we'll see how Danbi plays with the lead, because honestly, as Yoshi, you can become a very annoying player if you want to be when you've got the lead. But Superhead, Danbi does have the double jump and the egg lay, or rather the egg toss, perfectly spaced.
Yeah, we've seen what he can do off those reversal situations. You think you're in control against Yoshi, and then bam, egg into up air. Hagen in air, and the chair again. Superhead loving that move, taking most of his stocks with it so far.
So he's got the IKEA Marcus playstyle. I got you. I see you, Superhead. Oh my God. He went to IKEA to steal things, actually. And in this case, he wanted to steal the game.
Right, getting the Nair, but since, this is a pocket character, you can see his conversions aren't quite on point at times. That could have been major damage. But just hang on from a thread here. Packer will do it.
Oh, yeah, too risky of an air dodge. Yeah, doing that up B out of shield in that situation, like, obviously when a Yoshi's hitting your shield, it's the first thing you want to do as a Game & Watch, right? And it's one of the reasons why you can actually fight in that matchup, because I think without it, it'd be a very Yoshi-favored matchup.
Yes.
But in that situation, near that platform and with the ability for Yoshi to anti-air literally any character in this game, Superhead definitely gets caught right there and gets sent into the Game 5, but importantly, he is going to be on counter-pick advantage. The ball is in Danbi's court to decide how this game is going to go.
Are we going to see the PT maybe? I think Pyramithra just does significantly better. He was probably going back, if you ask me. But we'll see. I mean, you see,
I would like the Pyramithra, but if Danbi's going to the Pikachu, then Superhead, he gets to choose his character, and he will stick with the Game & Watch. But I think that from what Danbi's seen, right, he basically gets to choose, right? Do I fight Yoshi, Pyra, or do I fight Pikachu versus Game & Watch? And in this situation, he's choosing to do the Pikachu Game & Watch. And honestly, the Pikachu Game & Watch game was very close.
Yeah, and with counterpick advantage, with Town and City, the bear is going to kill a lot earlier. That's pretty big.
So too will the chair from Game & Watch, though, and that has been the Superhead's primary usage.
The two-frame ability from Game & Watch is amazing in this matchup, too. Dash attack does a great job. So, I mean, and just in general, like, Pikachu usually has such jail out of free cards in the corner, but not against Game & Watch.
Nice right there. A little quick loop from the Nair. And Superhead very quickly utilizing that up B out of shield, but now we'll just have to see if he can maintain some advantage. Getting early buckets on those Thunder Jolts is going to be really big for him, actually, because that will not only, of course, make it harder for Danbi to justify using the Thunder Jolts later, but also using Thunders to escape out of disadvantage, because if Superhead reads that once, that's basically a free stock.
And one thing I've loved about Superhead's gameplay, like, he loves messing up those recovery mix-ups. I've seen, Danbi try to get to center shades, desperation, but Superhead just reacts beautifully and covers it every time. But the up B once again saving him there.
Back air. And I love that change up there by Superhead, knowing that last time he did that roll in because he knew that Danbi was going to go for the early stock with the forward air, and then put in the exact same situation, knew he needed to choose something else because Danbi was going to look for that same roll in. Great mix-up.
It's Pikachu.
No,
the chair again!
that is exactly what you were talking about. That's so sad, by the way. So first of all, yeah, the two-frame, as you were talking about with that chair, huge against Pikachu. But also, can we talk about how Superhead was like, all right, time to cycle my judge. He got a 9, and he was like, oh no, I need to do another one. And then he hurt himself with a 1. He's Johnny Cash.
So accurate with like a pocket character, too. Like, there's one thing that's proven, Superhead's proven, is like his reaction times is beautiful. On 2 frames, uncovering jumps, he's got those reaction times on lock.
I don't blame Superhead for going for a very cheesy up B, even though Pikachu would have made it back, it would have been free damage. But after the scramble, Danbi evens it up 2 stocks to 2. I can hear the crowd getting loud from here.
Okay, but that's like early opening, early quick attack from Danbi to get him out of there, but that greedy dash attack, not only eating an up B, not bad, but the juggles here, not Yoshi double armor here. He's going to take that %.
Oh, and up B out of shield. Dude, Superhead's been doing a lot of up Bs out of shield where he just thinks that Danbi's going to press a button instead of confirming that he will, which you can do with Pikachu.
Yeah.
Because he's got so many multi-hits that will extend that hit stop rate, but man, it's put him in a lot of bad situations. Doesn't matter now, he is in a good lead. But will he be able to get that stock before Danbi builds up some damage?
You'd always rather react than guess, but hey, guessing works sometimes, especially when you have this good lead, but that intangibility on the up B, even with Pika Fair, it's not going to work out for him.
Danbi taking a very conservative approach to this ledge trap. He knows that it's been tough to lock down Superhead there, and if he puts himself in a corner against a Game & Watch, he's going to have very few options on how to actually build up this damage, so staying at the center stage is going to be big for him.
Yeah, but Chef usually very oppressive on ledge, but even Pika quick attacks like, nope, I'm going to go ahead and absorb through all of that.
Go wherever you want. Oh, Danbi's going to get the down throw in 2? Not quite a stock. Phenomenal DI by Superhead.
Yeah, and this is why you go into Town and City, because you get that grab on that platform, it's usually curtains. But,
man. Style.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, The juggles coming out from Superhead. The early up B though, Danbi, just these quick attacks have been excellent from getting him out of bad spots.
Yeah, picking really good situations to use him, as opposed to in earlier games, it seemed a little bit more like he was just kind of guessing.
I see that chair and I wince, man. Like,
yeah.
it's so threatening. It's like I've never been threatened by a piece of furniture in my entire life before this very moment.
You have not played horror games. You have never played Prop Hunt.
I have not. I have definitely not.
All right, Superhead will get the chair one more time. He only needs to get one more stock. Obviously, Danbi will not need that much more to close out one of his own to put it to a last stock situation. And there it is. With that forward air, one more stock decides this game. Who will go on to winners finals?
Another Game 5 last stock. The last few sets have been something else to behold, but pretty patient neutral so far. Dash not going to give him that opening, but catches the roll.
Great tech chase. Dude, I love the reactive play from Superhead. Like, when that's his game plan, it works out so well.
And yeah, now he's calling out these quick attacks that Danbi was getting away from the beginning of the game, but that one still not going to do anything because up B's just so absurd. And then that's it.
Yeah, and Superhead with the pop-off on that too, knowing that he got the confirm he needed. Caught Danbi playing a little bit too fast for his own hands. So Superhead gets the dub with the Game & Watch, stuck to his guns, gets into winners finals, and you can tell he wants that.
To believe